What's up, YouTube? Welcome to a new video, guys. Obviously, new video. It's what everybody wanted, but nobody asked for. Okay, here we go. It's currently Tuesday. A little update, hang on. It's currently Tuesday, November 16th, I think. Yep, it's the 16th, and we're about to make my coffee. But I just wanted to, new YouTube video, so just gonna get back into it. Gonna kind of give you an update since the post-meet. Essentially, we are in the second week back officially of training post-meet. So that's good. Gonna show you the clips of yesterday's training. So we hit a 415 bench single, and then we followed it up with some nice 8s at 325. I'm gonna go ahead and roll this for you guys real quick. Now that you saw that, so bench was pretty good. Just getting back into the groove of it as we get bench going. But right now, about to get our morning coffee going with our perfect office mug. It's the greatest show ever. So getting this coffee, I'm gonna have my coffee, gonna do some reading, and then I was going to, I should remember what I was gonna do after that. I kind of like lost my train of thought, to be honest. But anyway, the USAPL left the IPF, or they got kicked out, but they really left because they were prepared to leave, and I think that's what they wanted to do anyway. So we are going to talk about that, what that means for me, if I'm going to compete, if I'm going to change feds, what I'm thinking about. I'm going to kind of sit down and talk about that later. So, excuse me, just keep, that'll be at the end of the video. Okay, so just relax. I'm going to go ahead and get this coffee right now. So coffee ready. So two things, the secret, guys, 2 things of sweet and low, and then we're just money right there. So gonna get that going, get that good stuff in there. Now I gotta wait for it to cool down a little bit because it's way too hot for me to drink. I can't drink it if it's like super hot, so I usually just gotta let it chill for a few minutes, kind of let the steam relax, and then I'm able to drink my morning coffee. All right, as I'm waiting for my coffee to cool down, I'm about to read a little bit. Currently reading this book right here, Hardwiring Happiness. It's a pretty good book if you're interested in it. I don't have a plug, but just Google Hardwiring Happiness on Amazon. It's like $15. Good book. I'm not done, so I can't give you a full summary, right? But wanted to get into, so what's happened since the meet. It's been about 2 weeks, I mentioned earlier. This week was officially my second week back on program. Squat single today is going to be only my second single back post meet. So that's going to be fun. RP is like 6 to 7, so shouldn't be too bad. Probably look right around 600 pounds. It will be my first 600-pound squat since the meet. So what is my hair doing, guys? I don't know. Let me see. Okay, that's a little bit better. But anyway, first 600-pound squat since the meet. Followed up with some nice little 8s today. Not too bad. But yeah, last week mainly getting back into training, just relaxing. Nothing crazy. This week, nothing crazy again, but I did want to get this YouTube video out there just to update some training, talk about what is next going forward. We are looking to compete in spring. So I think I mentioned this in my meet day video actually. So end of February, early March, looking at a few possibilities to compete right then. So that is like our current competition schedule, if you would say. And then more than likely, I'll touch on this again later when I talk about the whole situation, but more than likely we will be going to USAPL Nats in Vegas. It's going to be a really fun time in Vegas, probably. But I feel like a lot's changed in the past, like, it's because a lot has changed, but I feel like a lot has really changed in the past, like, 2 weeks. regarding the USAPL and IPF, but it has. So that's going to be interesting.
3 hours later.
I'm gonna fucking, hey. All right, it's a little bit after 11 now, and I'm going to go get ready to go to the gym, just have my little pre-workout snack. So yeah, so I don't know why I actually turned this on, but anyway, check this out. I'm gonna go rock the Spider-Man, so today's Tuesday, right? Which means Spider-Man socks today, because the new Spider-Man No Way Home trailer is dropping today on Tuesday. Obviously it's gonna have already dropped when you watch this. So yeah, but it hadn't dropped now because it's only Tuesday and it's dropping tonight at like 7 o'clock my time, I think. But anyway, it's gonna be dope. But yeah, so squats, like I mentioned earlier, RP 7 single, I believe at 3x8 at RP 6 or RP 7, I don't know. I don't really check until I like already get warmed up, so that way I'm not like overthinking anything. I kind of just like warm up, feel it out, then I see what I have, and then I'm like, okay, let's go do that. It kind of helps me like stay in the pocket more. So kind of a pro strat right there, I guess you could say, a 200 IQ play. I make a lot of those, but that's just another example of one. Gonna go make my pre-workout. I have Prolific pre-workout, if you're curious. I like it because there's no beta-alanine, and the beta-alanine fucks me up. But I'm going to go mix it with Gatorade, and yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my pre-workout all set, and then I will just catch up with you guys at the gym. Alright guys, so not bad overall. As you saw, we did a 595 single right there. RP was 6'7" today, not straight 7, so it wasn't bad. But it didn't feel great, but still to come in there and just move 595 like that feels really good. And then the back downs were 6s, not 8s, so I had a 3x6. I thought I had 3x8 today, but I think that's next week. So 3x6, RP 6'7", just took 496 for all 3 sets. Felt really good actually. Felt a lot better. The rep work did feel a lot better than single. But yeah, overall not bad. Like first, like, cause last week was my intro week, so second week, so first like real week back this week, and pretty solid day. So obviously I'm back from the gym. So USAPL left the IPF, or technically the IPF kicked them out, but they definitely left. I think they're writing like thoughts essentially. Like, so what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. But I'm just gonna kind of talk a little bit about some of my thoughts. I know I've hinted at this a little bit on social media, but I can like really dive in a little bit more on YouTube, right? So I think obviously the USAPL was definitely ready to leave. As soon as they essentially got kicked out, they immediately released a statement with their plan for the Pro Series that's going to be going forward in 2022, along with some other announcements. And then they came back 3 days later and announced the weight class changes, which obviously, I think most people did seem in favor of the weight classes. It seemed like 80-20. So not too surprised. I'm not surprised that they went back to the old weight classes. I told someone last week, I'm like, if I was to bet, I'll bet the USAPL changes weight classes. I am surprised it happened so soon. That was what was surprising. That just makes me think that they were already thinking like they were going back to the old weight classes. They just needed it to be confirmed by what the people wanted. And then 2, they've already had these internal discussions, obviously, to change weight classes, because now they have to change qualifying totals. They got to change their nationals format. They added more weight classes, right? So they have to change everything. So obviously they've already had these internal discussions to display the plans. But now we have 2 drug tested feds in the US. Well, 2 prominent. One, you also have USPA drug tested. That is not very prominent right now, but it is growing, so it could show some potential in the future. If the camera keeps cutting in and out, just ignore it, right? But yeah, so we have the USAPL now and this new umbrella fed, IPF fed that's going to come in. That's going to be really interesting because with Worlds, IPF Worlds is in June, which means the umbrella fed would have to hold a nationals sometime in the spring. And ideally they would hold that nationals at least 2 months before Worlds. I would imagine at least 2 months, because that would give the athlete enough time. However, who knows, right? So that means they have to make an announcement on that soon. But I'm not too worried about it. So my next meet is gonna be USAPL, and then I know I mentioned earlier, probably going to do USAPL Nats. But then honestly, after Nats, I will, so honestly, we're gonna see how Nats goes and kind of see how everything plays out, because then after Nats, I am definitely interested in seeing what the new fed has to offer. And I think at the end of the day, pick whatever fed you want to lift in, right? It doesn't matter, just go lift, go compete, right? So, but I'm definitely open to seeing what this other fed offers. It could offer a new opportunity, could offer something new and exciting, right? Either way, it could grow the sport, which is what matters in the long run. But like only time will tell, really. Like we have no idea. They haven't even, like I don't think Powerlifting America is the new fed. I don't think they have a website. Like I don't think, so like it's impossible to get any information on them right now, but hopefully more information becomes available sooner rather than later. But essentially, right now my plan is to compete early spring into February, early March, and then go and look at Raw Nationals, and then from Raw Nationals, going to kind of see what this other fed's doing, because the other fed should be up and running by then. But with the fed changing weight classes, it makes it it kind of makes it a lot harder to switch between the two feds, because if you, just say me as a 105, if I say USAPL, I either go 100 or 110, right? But if I go to the new fed, obviously I'll still be a 105. But then if I go 110 USAPL and I want to go to the new fed, I'll have to cut down to 105 and vice versa and whatnot, right? So it's very interesting, like with that concept at play. So I do think they did that to try to separate itself. Like I mentioned, time will tell. I'm curious what your thoughts. I put out on, I put a poll on my Instagram. I said, do you see 5 to 10 years from now, do you see 2 prominent drug tested feds in the US? Do you see the USAPL and IPF and Powerlifting America, or do you only see one winning out and one kind of falling off? It was about 80-20 saying that they only see one prominent fed winning this, which was interesting. And then another question was, if only one fed was to succeed, what federation do we think would succeed, USAPL or Powerlifting America? It was about, again, 70-30, 80-20 USAPL. So the USAPL does have the membership base, like they have the consumer base, they have the infrastructure, they have everything in place to succeed, but it's just a matter of if they can sustain it and what all this new fed can offer. At the end of the day, you're going to just have to figure out what is best for yourself and then go do that and go compete, right? So keep that in mind. Obviously time will tell. This will not be the last time this question is addressed. So it's gonna be interesting, definitely. So I'm planning on USAPL Nats this summer, and then we're just going to see what's up, see what's going on, keep our eyes open for any opportunities that may arise. Probably in my next video, I might do either a Q&A or talk about the new weight classes. I'm not sure yet, but if you want to see something, just put it down in the comments. You can like this video if you want to, appreciate it. Subscribe if you want to, appreciate it again. And other than that, I think I will just catch you guys next time.
I think I'm in love, say it way too often. I can't play these games, think I'm switching up the offense.